Oh, sorry. Sorry, yeah, no, so sorry. You can have it.
So are you coming or what?
Yeah, I'll be there.
Why are you over apologizing for things that you didn't even cause? Why are you struggling to say no to people? Having a hard time setting boundaries? You're being too agreeable. Or maybe you're just needing the approval of others to feel worthy. If you're finding that you can relate to these examples, then maybe you should continue to stick around. You're definitely a people pleaser, and it's time to put it to an end. Hi butterflies, welcome back to another video. It's your girl Stephanie with the Y. Don't forget to subscribe. In today's video, we are going to be diving into people pleasing. We're going to talk about the traits so that we can know, are we really one? Do I fit in this bucket? Is this really me? Yeah. And also getting to the root of the problem so that we can solve it. Because I don't know about you, but as a recovering people pleaser, I'm done with that. I'm done with that lifestyle. And so this video is highly, highly necessary. And not to mention, women tend to be more people pleasers than men. Let's just get into it. And friendly reminder, while it is nice to give when needed or help out when we can, we want to make sure that we're maintaining that balance in our lives so that we're not affecting our mental health. So if this is already sounding like you, then let's just dive right in. So first, we're going to start off with the cons, the traits. How to know if you are a people pleaser. Overcommitting. Are you struggling to say no? Is it difficult for you to have boundaries set? Do you say yes to every favor, every request, and every person that you know? Great. Now you're welcoming in stress, anxiety, feeling overwhelmed, panicking, because you are overextending yourself. You're overcommitting and saying yes constantly to every person, everything. And it's like, do you even care about yourself? You don't even have time to take care of yourself. So do you really care about yourself? You need to stop putting too much on your plates. Next, losing authenticity. Literally forgetting about yourself. You feel lost and you don't feel like you know who you are because you are not being true to you. They say if you don't stand for something, then you fall for anything. And baby girl, that's exactly what you're doing if you're not standing on business and believing in yourself, believing in your capacity to achieve your goals, your dreams, your values, all of that. You lose that, who you really are, when you put others first. You're pushing your own needs to the side for others. Of course, you're forgetting who you really are. You're a giver. You just keep pouring out of your cup over and over until you're depleted, and then what? Do you think that someone will notice and help you because you're
so nice, you're such a giver, and you're always helping me out?
No. I mean, we would like to think that people are like this, but no. Especially if you're just a giver, a constant giver, they're not even going to think twice about it. They're always there for me. They'll never say no. Oh yeah, she's down. They don't know what else to expect except what you've always given them. And if that's you just constantly giving, then that's all they're going to expect. So that's normal to them. So of course they're just going to keep on taking because you're not saying anything. Next, a lack of expression. You're so afraid of conflict that you don't even speak your mind. You're just too concerned about,
oh, they're not gonna like me, and I don't want them to be upset at me, or she's gonna get angry.
So you just rather and we should never have to feel this way. Or even worse, you're just an agreeable person, too agreeable. You're saying yes to everything, agreeing. Even when you don't agree, then you wonder why you're so conflicted with yourself up here. We should not be a yes man constantly unless it's to ourselves. I don't know why I was holding my mic the whole time because I could have just used my tripod. Lastly, this all just boils down to having low self-esteem, poor confidence. You are literally taking people's approval and equating that to your worth. Shouldn't even be like that. You have that constant need of being liked, valuable, validated, and it's just like, we have to stop this cycle now. You're afraid of rejection, and I get it, but honestly, not everyone will like you, and that is an undeniable truth. And if they don't, that's only their loss. Excuse me, make room for the others that can come into my life. A recent survey of 1,000 U.S. adult citizens asked Americans whether they might be people pleasers, and if so, how they felt about it. About half, 49% of Americans say they would self-identify as people pleasers, including 14% who said they definitely would. Women, 56% are more likely than men to say they would describe themselves this way. Now that we made it to the end, if any of those seem relatable, then let's dive in together to stop people pleasing today. Firstly, you have to get to know yourself. What are your priorities? What needs to get done that would make you feel great, complete? You need to prioritize yourself. We are literally changing, evolving on a daily basis. You're not going to know the you from last month. You have to continuously get to know who you are deep inside. And there comes a beauty in knowing exactly who you are and what you want, because then no one can tell you anything. No one can tell you about you when you know you best. You have to take the time to identify your core values, goals, and priorities in life. This clarity can only help you make decisions that align with your authentic self. Questions that you should be asking yourself so that you can dive deeper into this. 1, what are my triggers? What makes you feel like you have to say yes? Is there a pattern? Figure out the pattern. Figure out if there is a trigger, or it could be from the other person. Once you anticipate it, you'll be able to address it more effectively. And lastly, you want to ask yourself, why do I want to do this? Why do I want to help? Or why do I feel the need to help? Are you expecting something in return? Do you want to feel useful? Or are you just doing this out the kindness of your heart? Next up, we are practicing being assertive. We are setting boundaries now, okay? As I said earlier, people just love to take advantage, whether it's intentional or not, but they love to take advantage of people pleasers because you just have a hard time saying no. You also want to be wary of those that will manipulate you into doing all these favors for them because they know you're not going to say no and it's helping them out. So what's it to them, right? It's similar to like a 9 to 5. You're helping someone else achieve their goals rather than focusing on yourself, your craft, on what you want. This is obviously going to take time and practice, but once you do start implementing it, then people will know that, okay, she has a limit now. Like, I can't force it. People will learn that you do have these limits once you start being assertive and enforcing your boundaries. If you're ever in a situation where you may be able to help someone out, but you're just not sure, tell them you need more time. Some great ways to ask for that. Let me get back to you on that. I need some time to decide if I'm able to. Or, I need to check my schedule before I can commit. Do not look at saying no as a reflection of your self-worth, of what you're capable of. Instead, you're thinking of it as you're just protecting your energy. It's like a fence protecting you. Your energy, your goals, your priorities. You're just making sure that people know when they can come in and when they can't. People pleasers are especially prone to burnout, says Debbie Sorensen, a Harvard-trained clinical psychologist. Sorensen explains is that people pleasers tend to have difficulty setting boundaries, which can be really exhausting and lead to chronic stress. Next, we want to try asking for help. And it's so funny because I hate asking for help. However, it is making a huge difference in my life. I stopped claiming the big ass on my chest Superman lifestyle and traded it for a soft lifer, a different ass, because I just can't do it all. I can't. Asking for help will not diminish your worth or your capabilities in any way. It actually proves that you are strong enough. You are bold enough to ask for help to begin with. And you want to wait for people to ask for help. Remember we talked about overcommitting? Yeah, seems like you're jumping at every inconvenience to say, yes, I'll do that. Yes, I can help you with that. When they didn't even ask. They did not ask for your help. And you're already screaming, pick me, I'll do this, I'll help you. And it's sweet, it's nice and all, but what if they just needed to vent? What if they just needed a shoulder to cry on? Once again, you're overextending yourself. Stop doing too much. And most importantly, if you have a tendency of being too nice, remind yourself, are you being nice or are you being a doormat? As I said earlier, learn to be assertive while still being kind. They say kindness can be a weakness, but not if you're using it correctly, not if you're doing it correctly. Learn to be assertive when necessary, firm, not weak. And lastly, I do advise seeking professional help, especially if you believe that this behavior is not improving for you. If it is stemmed from your childhood or past trauma, it can be a bit more difficult to navigate through that. So I do highly suggest seeking therapy or just any type of professional help. And I know therapy may not be accessible to everyone. However, I've been able to find some YouTubers that will talk about what they spoke about in therapy sessions, and that's actually been very helpful. As we come to the end, I really hope that this video was very helpful for you. Of course, we are going to end it with some self-worthy affirmations, so if you're into that, hang on just a second. If not, I do thank you for watching today's video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Self-worth affirmations. Repeat twice. I am worthy inside and out. I stand tall in my undeniable worthiness. I can't take care of others if I don't take care of myself first. I am true to myself always. I am not responsible for the feelings of anyone except myself. I am the only one who can determine my self-worth. My worthiness is not defined by what I can do for others. I choose self-love now. Nothing stands in my way. I focus on my life path rather than approval from others. I am finding a balance between my own needs and helping others. I am worthy inside and out. I stand tall in my undeniable worthiness. I can't take care of others if I don't take care of myself first. I am true to myself always. I am not responsible for the feelings of anyone except myself. I am the only one who can determine my self-worth. My worthiness is not defined by what I can do for others. I choose self-love now. Nothing stands in my way. I focus on my life path rather than approval from others. I am finding a balance between my own needs and helping others. Bye, butterflies. I'll see you next time.